Gentlemen, if you've opened your brokerage app lately and felt like the market is personally attacking you, you're not alone. Tech and software have been getting hit hard, even when many of these companies are still printing real profits. Just to put the mood in numbers, Nvidia has been roughly 18% off its 52-week high. Microsoft has been about 26% off. Adobe has been about 40% off. PayPal has been about 49% off. Oracle has been roughly 55% off its peak. So here's the real question investors should be asking in a sell-off like this. Are we entering a bear market, or is it throwing the good names out with the bad because fear is in control? Because today I want to make a clear call. This massive market fear right now might just be a generational opportunity to build your wealth if you pick up the right stock. And that stock I want to talk about today is AMD, and here's why. Not because it's a cheap tech stock or because I'm guessing the bottom. I'm saying this because, first of all, AMD is getting punished in the same wave as everything else. It is a collateral damage, while the business itself is still delivering strong results, still gaining relevance in the AI supply chain, and still has a long runway if it executes. Let's walk through what's happening, why the market is nervous, why this might be a great chance to pick up the right stocks and discount, what AMD is actually doing right now, and why this is going to be a monster winner over the next few years. First, what's really driving this tech sell-off? This isn't just bad vibes. There are a few forces stacking on top of each other. One, rates and long-term yields matter. When investors get nervous about inflation, policy uncertainty, or higher for longer rates, the market tends to discount future growth more aggressively. That hits tech first, even when earnings are fine. And right now, we are at a time of finding out the new Fed chair's position. Two, the AI narrative has created a brutal winners versus losers mindset. The market has decided there are a few confirmed winners and a lot of maybe winners. Money crowds into the names with the most certainty, and anything that requires proof or just spending a little too much on AI gets sold. 3. Software and tech stocks are catching a special kind of fear right now. Investors worry AI will disrupt business models, compress pricing, and make moats smaller. Even if a company is profitable today, the market is asking, will it still be dominant in 3 years? That fear explains why great companies can drop hard at the same time, but it also creates opportunity because sometimes the fear is correct, and sometimes it is lazy. Now let's zoom in on AMD, because AMD is being treated like a prove-it name, and that's exactly why I like buying it on dips. What AMD actually is in one sentence, AMD is one of the only companies on Earth that can compete at scale in high-performance computing across CPUs and data center accelerators. They sell the brains of modern computing, ePYC server CPUs in the data center, Ryzen CPUs in PCs, and Instinct GPUs for AI workloads. That lineup matters because the AI build-out is not just GPUs, it's full stacks. CPUs, GPUs, networking, memory, servers, racks, power, and software. If AI infrastructure is the new industrial revolution, AMD sells the picks, shovels, and the heavy machinery. And the reason this is time to buy is simple. The business results are not collapsing. The business is accelerating. Let's see some numbers. AMD's most recent results showed record revenue and strong growth. In the fourth quarter of 2025, AMD reported revenue of about $10.27 billion, up 24% year over year. For the full year 2025, revenue was about $34.11 billion, up 14%. More importantly, the mix is improving. Data center is the engine that matters most in the AI era, and AMD's data center segment is growing fast. In Q4 2025, data center revenue was about $5.4 billion, up 39% year over year. For the full year, data center revenue was about $16.6 billion, up 28%. AMD also generated serious cash. Q4 2025 free cash flow was about $2.08 billion and full-year free cash flow was about $552 billion. AMD ended the year with about $10.55 billion in cash and short-term investments versus about $3.22 billion in total debt. On the deals front, AMD just announced a 5-year multi-billion-dollar agreement to supply AI GPUs for OpenAI, starting with a 1 gigawatt deployment of Instinct MI450 chips in the second half of 2026. That's a very big challenge to NVIDIA's market dominance. Oracle also plans to deploy 50,000 AMD AI GPUs, using the Instinct MI450 for large-scale AI training and inference, starting in 2026. The company is just getting deals left and right. And AMD also reached a new partnership with the Department of Energy. It is now at the core of a 1B initiative to build new Lux and Discovery supercomputers at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. On top of those, AMD also announced Ryzen AI 400 and PRO 400 series processors for Copilot Plus PCs, focusing on 60 NPU TOPS. The possibilities here is boundless. Another thing to remember, AMD almost never miss earnings, and their CEO Lisa Su is the biggest sandbagger in the world of CEOs. She just loves giving weak guidance and then beat it over and over and over. This is definitely not a fragile company that needs perfect markets to survive. This is a company with an extremely good balance sheet, real demand, and crazy momentum. So here is what I think is going to happen next. We might not hit the bottom yet due to what we just talked above, the interest rates, political uncertainty, etc., etc. So it might get down a little more. Possibly it might drop to 150, 120 even. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to buy at every drop. And this might just become my biggest holding because I have all the confidence in the market right now. This is a terrific stock and it is going to get back up there. In terms of the price target, I personally think this could hit $300 by end of year or even $500 if things execute well and the market comes around. Alright guys, this is the end of this video here. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe. One more time, I will never try to sell you a course on how to invest, and I will never ask you to pay to join a private group to access my stock picks. Have a good day.